now the first of a two-part series on up-and-coming politicians, one from the left, one from the right. And tonight it's Labor's Simon Crean, ACTU President, ALP candidate for Hotham, a man spruiked as prime ministerial material by Bob Hawke himself. Here's Virginia Housiger.
These are election campaign pom-pom girls. This is Erdem Idem, and this is an elephant. No tusks, just a big task at hand, for Erdem that is. He's the Liberal candidate for the seat of Hotham, a federal seat he wants to win off the ALP, and their candidate, Simon Crean. And here's Simon Crean. No girls in spangles, just a small band of party faithful and their balloons.
I won't follow.
They didn't hear the cue, but march anyway in fellowship. Or is it fellowship? And coming up the rear is Simon's dad, Frank, former minister in the Whitlam Government, treasurer and politician for 32 years.
Caravan's coming. I'm like the elephant.
This is a day on the hustings for Simon Crean, one of the many. Although Hotham is a safe Labor seat held by 8.7%, Crean is working hard at winning votes. Because he says that's his job. But moreover, he enjoys this, working at the grassroots level, the sort of hand-to-hand contact he hasn't had while ACTU president.
Hello, Simon Crean. Good to see you again. I don't know whether we're bringing your business or taking it away. I think she wants the balloon, mate, not the pack. Simon Crean, how are you?
Good,
Pleased to meet you.
You too.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Simon Crean, can I introduce myself?
We all know his name and what he was. But who is Simon Crean, the politician?
The reality is that I'm referred to as a lot of things, but that's always in the eye of the beholder. I mean, people like to make a lot of subjective judgments or simplistic judgments about people. I just expect to be taken as I am.
Well, he's got a style of his own, and I think that's what people like, something that's unique or different.
He will become, I hope, one of the most significant people in politics.
The most significant person in politics?
Well, that remains to be seen, doesn't it? none of us have a lean over that.
I think that he would make a good Prime Minister. He'll make a good Shadow Minister for Industrial Relations in Kim Beazley's first Shadow Ministry after the elections.
The Prime Minister's made it clear he wants you in Canberra. He says you obviously have the capacity to be a Prime Minister. Is that off-putting?
Well, he's, I mean, if he's retired, he hasn't even got a vote. I appreciate his comments, but the reality is that what is going to determine those things are a whole lot of people in caucus. But, you know, it's something that isn't ever worth publicly speculating about, from my point of view, and I won't do it.
Does it make you nervous, though, people placing those sorts of expectations?
I've had to live with that. I mean, it was the same thing when I was secretary of the Storemen and Packers Union, and for years expected to be the heir apparent in the to the ACTU presidency when Cliff Dolan retired.
Simon Crean has served a long apprenticeship with the trade union movement. He's quick to remind you that while he may have been ACTU president for just 4 years, he's been working for the union movement for 20. Crean began with the Storemen and Packers Union in 1970, while completing law to add to his economics degree. He fought some heavy disputes, the most famous being the wool handler strike in 1980.
Well, obviously the membership have determined that they're prepared to dig in. I think
that they did, and Crean won his first major political victory.
It was a great teacher to me. It really was like a wall of fire, and we won it, but it took a long time. But taught me a lot.
Simon Crean is 41 years old. He's married to Carol. They have 2 daughters. The Creans live in trendy Middle Park, among the upwardly mobile. Crean's critics brand him bourgeois. He hates that. Some say he's had it easy. He hates that too.
It's not easy to become the leader of a major national union. It's not easy to become the president of the Australian Trade Union Movement. It's not easy to get endorsement for a safe seat in Parliament. All of that comes hard. It only comes through hard work and a commitment from people who are prepared to support you and most of all, circumstances in which there is not a better alternative candidate.
We've sorted that out now, but what we have to do is get people from overseas.
This isn't the first time Simon Crean has made a bid for Parliament. Back in 1977, he ran for pre-selection for his father's old seat of Melbourne Ports. He lost. The prized ALP endorsement went to Clyde Holding instead.
That was about 13 years ago. Were you ready to go to Parliament at that time?
I don't know. I guess I certainly felt I was ready. I was 27. It's not... a lot of people have gone in younger.
Crean is from the Labor Unity faction, Hawke's faction. He describes himself as a centrist who doesn't like to telegraph too many punches. Indeed, Simon Crean has almost institutionalised consensus, an approach marked, he says, by the success of the Accord. When talk turns to the Accord, Simon Crean is passionate. Ask him his proudest achievement, and the answer is, you guessed it, the Accord.
Of course it is. I mean, the Accord is the manifestation of what the political and industrial wings of the movement should always have been about.
The comment has been made to me a couple of times that the first time we've seen you smile is in your campaign photos.
That's because the only other time you see me is on TV answering serious questions. No one gets me on for comedy routines, but...
Would you like to do that?
No, I don't think so. It's not my bent. But no, I smile a lot, actually. I mean, the kids make me smile. They make me frown too, but mostly they make me smile.
So as not to stop smiling, if he wins, this dad is contemplating taking his family with him to Canberra. But there's something no one wants to leave behind. The cubby house that Simon built.
Virginia Housiger reporting.